Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. This is Eleonora. I am a singer, songwriter, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 singing tips that no one ever tells you about. The reason? Well, some of them still today are a little bit controversial, and some others are so super obvious that you probably don't realize how important they are until something extraordinary happens to you. You want to know what those are? Keep watching. So I'm not going to cover the basics because I assume that you probably already know them by now or someone told you at this point. Exercise, drink tons of water, eat healthy, don't smoke, don't do drugs, whatever. So if you're serious about your singing, you should know this, and if you don't live by these rules, you kind of know that you're at fault, but you know this. Okay, plus those singing tips are on every single YouTube video on singing tips. So we're not going to cover those, okay? We're going to cover the 5 singing tips that no one ever tells you. Number 1, warm up every day. Okay, this one may seem a little bit obvious, but as I said at the beginning of the video, it's still controversial even today. A lot of people believe that if you train your voice every day, your voice can suffer and you can be sick or something terrible will happen. Wrong, okay? We seriously need to change our perception about what warming up actually means. Warming up is just that, warming your instrument, not giving a concert. Believe me, I've been there before. We're so passionate about what we do that sometimes we tend to overdo it. In fact, I remember many years ago, I was taking some vocal lessons with a vocal coach that I really admired and looked up to. And while she was on the keyboard and we were approaching the soprano high range, I was like, okay, this is my moment to impress her. So I would be like, and she was like, whoa, wait a minute, why so intense, Missy? Like, this is not a concert, this is just warming up. And from then on, I really learned that, okay? You don't have to give it like 100%. Remember that you don't get to see or touch your voice. So warming up is a way for you to kind of make sure that everything is right there and everything is working perfect. So don't overdo it, okay? So of course I am assuming that you are healthy, that your voice is healthy, that you're not sick, that you don't have a cold, because if you're on those normal conditions, you should be able to warm up your voice every day without getting your vocal cords hurt, okay? So please implement this. Warm up every day. Number 2, study a lot, copy a lot, unless it doesn't feel right. So if you're a great learner, you have the amazing possibility to have the best singers in the world give you singing lessons for free. Did you get that? For free. Aretha Franklin, Mariah Carey, Stevie Wonder are literally superb vocal coaches if you keep an open mind and an open ear. However, there are some other artists, and this is by no means any intentional hating whatsoever, but there are some artists that are super successful and super talented, but sometimes we admire them so much that even when we want to copy something from them, we overlook the fact that they may not be approaching those vocal riffs from a very healthy perspective, okay? So if you try to emulate what they're doing, you will probably end up imitating those not so healthy tendencies, okay? And sometimes there are some artists that when we watch them execute a particular, for example, high note, we can tell that they are straining. Okay, so how do we identify those? Pay attention to your body. Okay, am I in pain while I do this? How do I feel? So the challenge is you have to be able to emulate whatever that is that you want to learn from them that may be amazing, but from a healthy perspective. So if at any moment of the practice something hurts, stop. If you're in pain, stop. Take some days off from that vocal riff that you're trying to learn and come back with a fresh perspective later, okay? Be wise, be smart. You already have some vocal knowledge, okay? And try to apply that into everything you do, okay? Number 3, train your vocal agility. Now, if you're like me and you're absolutely in love with everything from jazz, soul, R&B, neo soul, blues, you name it, you probably love vocal riffs and runs. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, we love them. They require speed, precision, and agility. However, I know many singers that may be into totally different musical styles and do not necessarily cover these kinds of vocal acrobatics, and that's perfectly fine. However, you won't believe how many times I heard something like, oh, no, I don't practice vocal agility. It's not my thing. Excuse me? Let me put it this way. You work in an office, you have the perfect job, you have a great salary and lots of benefits, and one day your boss approaches you and says, your performance this year was outstanding, you're getting promoted. And you're super excited, you thank your boss, and then you say, okay, I feel ready, I feel committed, I feel prepared, I'll take the challenge. However, I'm pretty happy with the salary I have, so don't give me a raise, just a promotion. It's just not my thing. What the fuck? Why would anyone give up something that is crucial for their career and has a positive impact on their lives? Why? It is just as silly to say no to vocal agility. So do yourself a favor and practice it. Number 4, don't exclusively rely on other instruments. Have backups for everything. So as some of you already know, I've been in Asia for almost a year now, and I bought myself a beautiful, amazing cork piano in China, but now with all this COVID-19 thing going on, I'm outside of China, unable to return because the borders are closed. So I haven't seen my piano for like 7 months, and it really breaks my heart. And now, of course, I bought this beautiful baby Taylor here in Bangkok that I use a lot for the songwriting process. But people like me, especially sopranos, we know that the guitar cannot get that high. So what do? Like, should I wait 7 months before I can warm up again? Of course not. So we need to find alternatives. So of course, many of you, as I do it too, we may warm up with YouTube videos and do like vocal agility exercises with videos. That's great. But please take the time to download those videos even on MP3 format and back them up into your computer or your phone, okay? Don't take for granted, like, you never know what's gonna happen. So you don't have to take for granted like your Wi-Fi connection or your phone service, because you never know, okay? You cannot rely on ever-changing conditions to be professional. Be always ready. Number 5, work on your mind as a singer. And this is probably the most important thing, the most important tip for singers ever. You and your voice are going to be together hopefully for a very long time. So you want to make sure that your vocal cords and your mind have a healthy relationship. Each of them rely on the other. So make them love each other. Don't let anyone, I mean anyone, teachers, friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, anyone or anything affect your own personal relationship with your voice, okay? If you have a vocal coach, accept criticism and don't take it personal. However, do not let them mess with your self-esteem or allow some passive-aggressive attitude. And don't accept, no matter how successful or achieved someone can be, try to educate you from another perspective that isn't love and respect. That's when it comes to others. When it comes to you, always push farther, practice tirelessly. You know what they say, practice makes perfect, right? Right. But also do it out of love for yourself. I know you're gonna get frustrated if you cannot pull something off. Of course you will, that's fine. Just don't get too frustrated that you hate yourself, okay? Be patient and kind, remember that you are an artist, and as that, your emotions are vital to your musical growth. So let them flow, okay? Accept them and love them. You will face each day of practice with better disposition if you do this, and your improvements will turn into huge confidence boosts. Okay, so this is it for now. I hope you found those tips useful. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. As you may know, this is my first video on vocal tips, so if you like it, let me know in your comments if you would be interested in more vocal videos from me in the future. Okay, so that's it for now. Take care. See you soon. Bye now.